I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hey everyone, thank you for joining us on this lovely evening. This is the season finale of Camp Getaway. I cannot believe it's coming to an end.
I know.
I'm so sad about that. But I do have Zach here to talk with me about the episode because this one was one that we can't forget about, and it was a lot of drama too. So I can't wait to get into it. Plus, guys, he has some exclusive tea that he's gonna let us know about all of our favorite castings. So I'll be your host, Sanaa, and I couldn't do it without my Bravo super fan of all time. If you think you love Bravo, try again because he probably has you beat in Bravo trivia. I have Zach with me. Zach, how did you feel about this?
I mean, I'm really sad that it's over. I feel like it was finally like really getting good. The past 2 episodes were so good, and like it could have went on for a few more episodes. Like everyone was just starting to like really have those like conversations and break down, and I would have liked to see it go on a little bit longer.
Same. I was so sad. I'm like, can we get like 13 episodes maybe? Or maybe a sweet spot of like 12 or 11. Yeah. I really wanted it to go on longer. But it's been a whirlwind, so much drama, especially for this last episode. But we've got to talk about the love square, because I don't even want to call it a triangle, but the love square with Gavin, Sophia, and Adam and Sophia. What were your thoughts on all of this?
Yeah, I mean, I understand both sides of it. Like, we're just going to get right into this. Like, I feel like Gavin was being super friendly with Sophia, but I don't really think that he crossed too many lines. I feel like they were always just good friends. Like, what do you think?
I think it's because Gavin, I think word got to Adam too about, you know how Gavin kept saying like, I've had a crush on Sophia for 4 years and I've had a crush on her. And anytime you hear someone say that and it's your boo that you really like, you're going to feel a little bit slighted. So I think word got to him in some way that he's had a crush on her. So then everything he was doing, it came off of like very flirty and that you're trying to get with her, even though she might have thought differently. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad they finally had that conversation. They were both like pretty drunk, it seemed, that night when they were like going at it, but then they cleared it up in the city like a few days later. But I understand why Adam was a little bit upset. Like he was calling her like babe and like stuff like that. Like that's kind of annoying, but I still feel like, I mean, maybe Sophia should have just like drew the line more with Gavin. If she really liked Adam, maybe she should have told Gavin, like, can you back off a little bit? I feel like we didn't really see her doing that.
See, the part I will stick up with Sophia for is just maybe she didn't know. Honestly, maybe she really didn't know. Sometimes you can be like, I know that's how I am. Like, if you like me, you have to tell me straight to my face, like, I like you, girl. And I'm like, oh, you like me?
Yeah.
So maybe she's more so of like that because, or she maybe feels that, you know, Adam has her heart. She's been defending him, holding him down, even when he was on suspension. Just a few weeks ago, he was just on suspension. She was holding it down for her man. So maybe she feels to Randall like, he chose me. You just gotta, you know how she was kind of getting territorial over her man, saying, he chose me, sweetheart. And that's what it is. So you have to deal with the decision. So I thought she was, you know, they would be able to come to a consensus of things. But at the same time, communication is a big key. And I think this is when they should have used Monica as the mediator. They could have got some like free counseling session.
But none of them like Monica's like therapy skills for some reason. Like I feel like they just didn't want to use the fact that there was a therapist like in the bunk with them.
Yeah, I guess, you know, having a therapist, it can get a lot. I know I used to have a friend in high school. Her dad was I believe like a psychologist.
Yeah.
And so, or no, a psychologist. And he was also like a therapist too. And I'm just like, she says this a lot because sometimes every time you talk to them, it's like they don't know how to turn it off in their brain. But to me, it could be very therapeutic. I don't know. I've never really had a best friend or a friend who was like therapist, like a
Yeah.
straight therapist that could really help. So
Yeah.
I know, but I
like,
think
they could have tried
oh,
it out, like with Monica, but I feel like at the end of the day, Adam didn't really want it with Sophia. Like he was the one that broke up with her, right?
yeah,
Yeah. He just didn't really want it that bad.
but then that's just weird, you know? And then he's giving her the silent treatment. But then when he goes to the city to talk to Gavin, it's like,
Mhm.
oh, you know, this is how I feel and this is how I feel with
Yeah.
Sophia. Because if she doesn't mean anything to you, why even meet with Gavin?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, I think they're better off as friends. I don't really think they're gonna rekindle their relationship. Maybe Adam should have just stuck to Randall in the beginning. He should have chose her. But we'll have to see next season if there is another season.
Definitely. That's what I was thinking, you know. Maybe, do you think the same thing would have happened, or do you think Randall and Adam would have lasted longer? And why?
I kind of think Randall and Adam would have lasted longer because, well, first of all, Sophia lives in Boston and like Randall and Adam are both in the city, I believe. But I feel like Randall might have just been better for Adam. I feel like because she would have, like, I don't know. I just feel like they could have jived more and like communicated more and like, I don't know. It just wasn't working between Sophia and Adam.
You think the vibe wasn't there?
Yeah, it just wasn't. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah,
They're
I
better
would
off
say,
as friends.
no pun intended. You didn't
No
wear
pun
this shirt purposely tonight, did you?
Honestly, I picked this out like 2 minutes before the show started because I saw it like in my closet. But now I get how the symbolism. So I'm just gonna say yes, I wore it.
It was the universe.
It was the universe. It just
The universe and Zach are all into.
exactly.
So yeah, I mean, with the whole love square, I guess I would root, you know, for I want to see what Gavin and Randall actually look like though. You know, I
Together.
saw a little flirtiness with the camp
Yeah.
song. You know, she was sitting
Mhm.
real close to him. He was sitting real close to her. So I'm rooting for them. I think they would be cute together. What do you think?
I think they both have really great energy. They're both so positive and fun. I could see it, but I also feel like they have a good friendship. But I also like a lot of friendships start off as friends and then become something more. So I guess we'll have to see on another season. Hopefully we get one.
We're gonna finger cross that we get another season because I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed this season.
Yeah, me too.
And we also have to talk before we get away from this love square. I just have to talk about the part that really got me the most is him giving her the silent treatment.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. I'm like, you could at least talk to her or say something to her, but to not say anything and do the little silent treatment, it kind of
Especially like they're only at camp for like what 3 days. Like you really don't have that much time before you're gonna separate, so you might as well just talk it out. But like I don't know, some people are just passive aggressive and they don't want to talk about their feelings.
that got me. Well,
Yeah.
since we're on the topic of love and boo things, let's talk about. We got to talk about Neely and her new boo.
Yes.
So, do you like him? Do you like him better than her old guy?
I mean, I think you can only go up from Trip. So, so I'm really happy for Neely. I actually feel like Neely really faded out in the season. I really feel like we barely saw her the past few episodes. Like, I kind of was forgetting she was there, but I do remember when she met that guy Adam, and I thought he was cool. I actually remember predicting that they were going to end up together. So I'm happy for her. Good for her. He seems like a nice guy. What do you think?
Yeah, well, they did have the was it the Miss America or the USA Miss USA? They had that theme, which I thought that was really nice and cool. That was dedicated straight to her. So she knew that was her time to shine.
I would have liked to see them do a pageant at camp with all the girls there and be like, who is Miss Camp Getaway?
Oh,
that could have been fun. And then we could have had like Randall enter it and like Monica and Sophia and maybe like even Glenn could have done drag and entered it. Next season, take notes.
Yeah, that would have been nice. Like, who really holds the crown here?
Exactly.
And then we can add a couple newbies, just to spice it up.
If they're gonna do another season, I feel like they need like at least 2 new cast members.
Are you wanting to volunteer to be on the show? Is that what you're trying to do? Pitch yourself?
Well, if they want to call me, you know. No,
You did
honestly,
say
I
you
don't think
love
I
camp.
could. I don't think I could because I don't think I would want to work like at a camp.
Oh.
Yeah. Like
It would
it just,
only be for 3 days.
yeah. I mean, I wouldn't turn down like being on TV, having my moment. So I guess I would do it. Hit me
There
up.
we go. So Bravo, make sure you call us back. And I mean, if you need me too,
We've two new
I can
cast
come.
members. There's two of us left.
Okay. Also, yeah, so with Randall's new boo, I mean, before we get into
Really,
Randall's new
yeah.
boo, Neely's new boo, I'm so glad she was able to actually find a guy who knew how to take her on a date.
Yeah.
Because look, Zach, that
Trip.
date with Trip,
It wasn't gonna cut it.
it was a trip. Okay. It wasn't even a date. He made her feel I didn't like him for her at all.
Yeah, no.
But I'm so glad. That's why, if you guys haven't seen our interview with her, you guys gotta check it out. She did say how she did have a boo, and she just didn't say who it was, but she did hint to having a man still a little bit. So I don't know, she did keep it under
We're gonna
wraps.
need some updates.
Okay, we need some updates. Some updates to the update.
Yeah.
But with him, I think I really like her for him, or him for her. And I think they'll last. I think by season 2, they'll still be together.
Yeah, hopefully. And then maybe he'll join the camp and be another social coordinator.
Oh.
You never know. They need like more couples. I think that reality shows really work well when there's a lot of couples because then there's a lot more fights. So I think that he should join next season if they're still together.
Yes, but it can't, like you said, it can be more fights. So you never know. You never know. But then there's always that one single person, and they're just like, dang.
Yeah, there's always that one single person on every show that like gets involved in everyone's drama. Who do you think it was on this show?
Oh.
I mean, I guess Monica.
I'm gonna actually say I love her. I love her so much, but I think it's gonna be Monica.
Yeah. But
were you gonna say Monica?
Yeah, Monica.
I just feel Monica is just a little bit misunderstood. I just feel like some people don't. I don't know, but I've never lived with Monica, so I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I also feel like she's been at the camp the longest, I believe. So maybe she's just like more likely to follow the rules and like enforce them, where I feel like a lot of them were like more new, so they just wanted to kind of have fun. So maybe that's why some people got rubbed the wrong way by her. Because she's been there so long. I love
me some Monica though.
I like Monica.
I just love her. Yeah. I think she's awesome. She's one of my faves. And after we get done with her, let's talk about Randall's new guy. Well, potential guy, maybe. So
yeah. So I do have the updates on that, that they're not together. Apparently this guy ended up living in Berlin. So I was watching Randall's live last night, and he lives in Berlin. So
like
they're not together,
country?
Like literally the country. So that kind of sucks because I was so excited when the matchmaker came back. I was like, oh my God, she's coming back. She gave Randall great advice. She's going to bring him a great guy. I was really hoping that this was the one. And I'm really disappointed that it just wasn't.
Yeah, maybe she just needs a refund. Maybe that one was a free session. And so maybe she pays for a session with the matchmaker.
Yeah, I don't know.
It might work a little bit different. But that sucks.
Yeah, I've been saying this all season. Randall, she should have went on The Bachelor. I think she still can. Matt James is accepting applications. I think Randall should apply for The Bachelor. I think she'll have a better chance on that show finding love than Camp Getaway.
Oh my goodness. Are you going to help her with her intro video?
I literally will. Randall, if you need someone to help you, like I'll edit a video for you. Let's get Randall on The Bachelor 2020. 2021.
Okay. Well, hopefully she's able to find love there because this camp has come to a close. But before we start wrapping up everything, we have to talk about Niall and Glenn's relationship. So what are your thoughts on their friendship?
Yeah, I think their friendship might have been like the most genuine friendship we saw on camera throughout the show. I think just because they had kind of a roller coaster of a friendship, they were kind of at odds. They had that whole prank war session. And then like Glenn was just being so vulnerable about how he didn't really feel like he connected to straight guys a lot growing up, but then him and Niall had that like awesome moment. I guess they were watching the sunset, which is like always when like the most intimate like moments happen. I mean, I tweeted this last night. I'm like, they are the Bravo bromance that we didn't know we needed.
I didn't think
I
of it
love
like
them.
that. I
Yeah.
didn't think of it like that because now that I think about it, I don't think we have too many bromances, you know, because on like other shows that you see, like Jersey Shore, just other things, you know, you always see the
Yeah.
bromance that occurs. But this is our bromance. This is the bromance for Bravo. I think
We
the
didn't know
whole
we needed it, but we needed it.
yes, and more guys sticking together. I think there's not a lot of guys though, like even you know on the whole network though, because it's so like you know driven with housewives and everything. But
Mhm.
I love that at the end how they had their hands out and they just breathed in everything.
Mhm.
And I saw Glenn start to cry, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh.
Honestly, shout out to Glenn. I feel like he was like so emotional and vulnerable this season. Like him more than anyone else just like really put it out there, and he just was so like open about like his struggles and his life. I just really appreciated like getting to know him all season. I feel like we got to know him the best. What do you think?
Definitely. I think we were able to really get an inside look from him. He shedded some tears and
Lots of
really let
tears.
us, yeah, lots of tears. And some of them even had glitter with them too.
Always. He cried
Okay.
glitter.
But yeah, he was very vulnerable and he let us in on a lot of himself. I would also say another person would be um who else do I feel was very vulnerable? I got to learn a lot about Neely though too. I was
Mhm,
able to learn a lot about her in terms of her relationships with guys
mhm.
and you know her love life and everything. I think we were able to get a more inside look on her
Yeah,
in
and
that
even
capacity.
Sophia too. I feel like Sophia was so quiet in the beginning, but she really like started popping up like more throughout the episode, and she was like the main storyline. Like the last few episodes, like was all about like Sophia and Adam and Sophia and Randall.
Yes.
I do want to talk about Sophia and Randall because they finally had that conversation that like we were waiting for. Because I remember last time we talked about it, we were just like, no, you guys need to like have a real conversation, and they finally had it last night, and I loved every second of it.
Oh my yes. How could we forget that part? Them having the conversation
Mhm.
finally,
That they
and it
yeah.
made me feel good because my biggest thing is as women, we have to stick together. And we can't let, you know, all the time with these guys and
Mhm.
men kind of get in the way of that. So I'm glad they were able to work that out too because anytime I see, I don't know, it's something about anytime I see two women come together after like a man is kind of like doing some shady
Mhm.
stuff or just acting weird, I
Yeah.
love it because you
Yeah.
didn't let him get
Mhm.
the best of you guys.
Yeah.
Because
So a
he
lot of
was
times
playing
that
the fence.
happens. Yeah, he was. A lot of times that happens where girls would rather hate on each other than hate on the guy that's actually playing both of them. So I'm glad that in this situation that didn't happen. I don't know if you've ever seen Siesta Key, but I've been like binge watching it recently, and like the two girls, Juliet and Alyssa, they're like fighting the entire season when the guy Alex is just like such a douche. Have you ever seen Siesta Key?
No, but I have a couple friends who are on the panel,
Okay.
and Akila and Ebene. I believe they're
Mhm.
both on the panel. So shout
Shout out
out
to
to
them.
them. Shout out to them. Make sure to go check out their after show as well.
Mhm.
I've been hearing all about how it's good. So maybe I should add that to my binge watch list.
Yeah, I've been just trying to watch like so many reality shows throughout this quarantine. Like I'm trying to make sure I watch like at least one season of every single show, like ever.
And I think, you know, speaking of binge watching, I actually think Camp Getaway is definitely a
Mhm.
hidden gem. I think it's one of those hidden gems that you have to tell your friend about and be like, hey, it's this
Yeah.
new reality show. You got to watch it because that's what I've been doing. Because my friends are like, what's Camp Getaway? I'm like, a hidden gem on Bravo is what
Uh,
it is.
I know. I feel like it didn't get the respect it deserved this season. Like I was really hoping that one of them would end up on like Watch What Happens Live, or like Andy Cohen would like talk about them or something, and like he didn't. So I don't know. I hope that they can like get a season 2 and like have more of a redemption. I just want to hear Andy Cohen's thoughts on the series.
I would love to hear that as well too, or if he's even been watching because it was honestly a good season. And since we're talking about the best of all time, what was your favorite moment at Camp Getaway and why?
So I was like on Twitter last night, like everyone was just tweeting about the show. And I remembered my favorite moment was actually the first episode, the cake. Remember the infamous cake? And I remember, I think Neely tweeted it or someone, and I was like, oh my God, that was the most iconic moment of the entire season. That whole cake scene, like just so funny. That was also like the last time we really saw like the wrath of Claire. She kind of just was like chilling the rest of the season, but I missed like evil Claire in the beginning. That was so fun.
Oh, you miss evil Claire? I think Claire just chilled out a little bit because no one's really pushed her buttons to get to that way. But definitely that cake scene was crazy. That's how I knew this is going to be a great season, because I'm like, oh, they're starting off with a bang, like already. And they already had the cake scene going, and it wasn't even episode 5. Like, if you have me hooked before, honestly, I give it 1 episode. But when I try to be fair and watch at least 3 to 5, and if I'm hooked, that's how I know it's a great show. So I give this an awesome rating. For me, I guess my favorite part was probably when Gavin came. He's just one of my favorites.
Yeah, I wonder what would have happened if he was there from like episode 1.
I know.
He was like flirting with Sophia, so if like Adam had a head start, you know what I mean? So it's like Adam and Sophia could have been, or Sophia and Gavin, they could have been if Gavin was there earlier.
Honestly, they really could have, because you never know. You never know, because it's all about the early bird gets the worm.
Exactly.
I'm not calling Sophia a worm or anything.
No. Sophia is an angel. She's so sweet.
Yes. And so yeah, that was my favorite part. Also, who would you say was the MVP for this season?
So I'm gonna go with Gary. Do you know who Gary is? He's the events coordinator. He's from Scotland. He's like always in the background.
Wow, you chose
Gary's the MVP, and I tweeted it last night. I got like 20 favorites, so I know it's real. Gary was the MVP of the season. He was funny. He was low key. He stayed out of the drama. He always did his job. Super likable. I think Gavin. I think Gary was the MVP of the season.
Oh.
What about you?
I was dreading that question. Even though I'm the one who asked it.
I know.
It's just so hard because I really like all of them and they all bring different things to the table. I would have to say the MVP. Wow.
Was it your girl Monica, Randall, Gavin? It definitely wasn't Adam, right?
It was totally Adam. No. Okay, they were all awesome, but if I had to give it MVP, I think I would give it to either Randall or I would give it to Monica. And I know I have to choose one, but it's really between those two. The reason why I say Randall is because Randall really did make camp the best way she could, even with her boot. And we still don't know. Do we even know what happened?
I think we did, but I forgot. I think we learned what happened a long time ago, but I don't know. But either way, her legs seem fine now, so she's all good.
She really showed the people and viewers that everything in life is really what you make it. She could have said, F camp, I'm not going to be here. I have a boot on, like this sucks, and didn't participate at all. But she still participated. She tried to do everything she could. So that's why I would go with Randall. And she's just so fun-spirited. I love her.
Yeah, she's so funny. I feel like we didn't get enough of her, I feel like, this season, like maybe in the beginning, but I would have loved to see more of Randall. I want to see more of Randall on next season or The Bachelor or any other show she wants to be on.
I'm saying, and her Instagram is pretty lit.
Yes, I like all her pictures.
Right? So if you guys don't follow her, just follow her. She has some funny content too. And I guess I would say Monica as well be my like runner-up because she did take on that role of being the friend that cares a lot. I don't want to keep like connecting like therapy with her name, even though that's, what she does. She really did take on that role of like, she really did care and she really loved everyone. But, some people were her faves. Some people, they kind of rubbed her the wrong way. But overall, I think her intentions were always good. And she always wanted to use her therapy skills for good. Her
for free. She didn't charge any of you for her unsolicited advice, Niall.
Okay. She definitely didn't. And before we get out of here, we've got to do some predictions, which are my favorite part. But the only thing is, since this is the season finale, we can predict what we would like to see or what we think we'll see in season 2. Yes. So what do you think is going to go down in season 2, Zach?
Well, I think that they definitely are going to need a couple new people to kind of spice things up for season 2. And I really would love to see more of their lives in the city. I think that could be a lot more interesting. And I think that season 2, I think everyone would come back and they would add a couple people. And I think they need a lot more drama. That's what I'm hoping for. And that's what I think I need. So I think they need to bring a couple people that are going to like really like date a couple people. We need more triangles. We need more love squares. And I think we need less rules from David and Claire. So that's what I hope to see. I don't know if we're going to get a season 2. I think we'll just have to kind of wait and see. I know Bravo's schedule is all messed up now because of the quarantine. So it might be a while before we find out. I don't even know if they'll be able to film this summer because of COVID. Like there's so much going on in the world. So I guess we'll just wait and see. I'm down for a season 2. If there is one, I'll be watching. I'll be here. So yeah, what do you think?
You want to see? I want to see more. Like you said, their lives outside of the city. Yeah. That I think would be awesome to see and see. That way we'll be able to get an inside look on why they are the way they are and what they really spend their time doing. Because like when Adam went off saying, I have a 9-to-5 job and da-da-da. I'm like, I would love to see, everyone's life. Of what
I want to see who pays Adam's checks. Like, that's just what I really want to see.
Right. That's the answer. That's the question that really needs answers.
Literally.
And I also would love to see, let's see. I would love to have more like love and like spicy things come into play. Like, let's throw some, like, I'm talking about some eye candy, like some really, and they can't have a girlfriend or a boyfriend though. We want some people, I think all if they singles. Put them all singles, I think if they put them all in a room, well, we still got to keep Niall. So we still got to keep him because he's still with his girl.
Maybe they can bring his girl on next season. Like, we need to meet her. I feel like we need to meet these people's like friends and family. That's how you really get to know the reality stars.
Yeah.
So maybe they can bring Niall's girlfriend on next season.
Yeah, I think that would be an awesome thing to do and like just bring some more love and some more spice. Because if you have a whole lot of singles in one room, someone's bound to like kind of like each other, and then that'll increase Randall's chances of finding her man.
Yes. And a lot more fights. We want to see more fights. Just scream at each other. But I do want to say,
throw blows. He wants you guys to be Mike Tyson.
Exactly.
WWE.
But I do want to say that costumes this season were on point by everyone. The theme parties made it super exciting each week. So those were some of my favorite moments of the season, like seeing all these different like extravaganza parties that they did.
Definitely. I think even if next year they do even like more outlandish things, I think would be super cool. Like, what if they had everyone dress up as a fruit? That's really, I would choose watermelon, by the way. I would choose either watermelon or maybe like cantaloupe or something. I don't know.
Okay. I think they should dress up as each other and just impersonate each other, because those are always like really funny when you see those on TV.
Oh yeah, those are funny. Those are.
They could have done like a skit, like acting out like the love triangle.
Oh,
these are just notes. I'm gonna have to be a producer on this show. I swear to God.
I know. And you already know what brings the drama, because someone's gonna get offended
Exactly.
with doing that.
Uh-huh.
And you guys can do my idea on a little light fun day. Because I think that would be awesome if they did more skits like that, or more like interactive things out
Yeah,
of the
or like a
box.
lip sync battle. They did that at camp when I was growing up. Lip sync battles, dance competitions. Like I don't think we really want to see like them playing what archery or like zip lining. Like that's not really fun. Like I want to see them compete in like different camp games because there's so many different camp games that they could do.
Yes, I'm saying that it would be fun if they also did like a scavenger hunt thing.
Yeah.
That would be, now that's just something I would love to watch. And they would have to go all around camp, and they have to do little clues, and the clues could be things like it's where Sophia
And Adam had their first kiss.
Adam had their first kiss, or something like that.
Yeah.
That is what is. That's
we have endless ideas for you guys.
Okay.
Yes.
And you can dress up as a fruit on the last day, but we have all the real juicy stuff for the beginning.
Yes.
Thank you guys so very much for watching us and helping make AfterBuzz TV the ESPN of TV talk. We really do appreciate this so much, and all of your views. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe so you can stay up to date on your favorite reality stars as well. And just so you can keep up with us, because this is the season finale, but that does not mean you will stop seeing us.
Yes.
So Zach, where can we find you on Instagram?
You guys can find me on Instagram at Zach Weinberg. That's ZachWeinberg, and on Twitter at It's Zachary Bish, ITSZACHARY BISH. Tweet me, DM me, I'll DM you back, and we can be friends.
And you never know, you might end up on Camp Getaway with him.
You never know.
And for me, you guys can find me. I'm Sana. You guys can find me on Instagram at @IAM_Sana and on Twitter at @IAM_Sana. And thank you for watching, everyone. We really appreciate it. And also, AfterBuzz TV, we do stand with Black Lives Matter, because Black lives do matter. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.
Yeah.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.